Hello, everyone. What's going on? It's Madison James. And again, I just have so much fun getting to interview and talk to some of my favorite people. This guy's up here on the list. He is Grammy nominated, he is Billboard nominated, MTV Music Award nominated, and then just nominated in my heart. Today's guest, we've got Lukas Graham.
Hey, what's up, Madison?
Hey, Lukas, how are you?
I am very, very good. I'm in sunny California, getting a little respite from Scandinavian autumn, so it's good to get some sun.
No, I bet it is. We're just going to jump to it, and then we'll backtrack a little bit, okay? But let's talk about this new single you've got out, and you partnered with Khalid. Number one, love him. Number two, Brian Tedder co-wrote it. How'd you get that done? And it's a great song. It's called "Wish You Were Here." Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get a writing session with Ryan
I bet.
forever. Like just his catalog with Onerepublic is amazing, but also the songs he's written for all your favorite artists is also
Now you, now you.
completely
See,
amazing. Now
you're one of
also
them
me.
now.
Yeah, we started writing it in LA, and we couldn't really get the time to finish it, so we finished the rest online, and it was pretty cool working with such an amazing writer, getting to know his way around like top lines and rhythm in a song. And then Khalid decided to jump on after Ryan gave him a call and asked him if he liked the song, which he did. And Khalid ended up flying to Copenhagen and finishing his parts and recording all the harmonies in my studio before we went out and had a wonderful dinner. So it was, yeah, it was a
So
dream come
Khalid
true.
came to you. So was Khalid like, wait a minute, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know what I mean? Get a little vacation in, get a little, get a little song in, get to hang out
Yeah.
with Lucas Graham. I mean, how did you feel to be like, Ryan's like, you know what, who would be good on this? And then for him just to go into his network and go, well, how about these people? Let's give them a call.
I mean, knowing Ryan's network, I like it could go either way. You know, like it could. There was one in 1,000 people he could have thought of, because he didn't tell me like, oh, I'm gonna give Khalid a call. He's like, I'm gonna reach out to a friend, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
this is like this is like dice roll, um, and I really think Khalid's voice and my voice blend together very
it
nicely.
does.
It's it sounds very soothing whenever our harmonies hit, and yeah, I'm very stoked over where this song ended up.
Oh, you should be. You should be. So now we want to talk about this. We talked about it a little bit. So you have some history with Charlotte, but I hear
Yeah.
you like a pit master or something like that.
No, I remember the first time I came to Charlotte with our tour bus. We had like a propane grill underneath the bus, and we did
That's my
like a
dog. I'm sorry.
no worries. We did a barbecue out the back of the venue. I don't really remember the venue name, but we just had a day in Charlotte and a concert before we'd get in the bus and drive on, and we just had this wonderful like chicken wing, brisket, and ribs barbecue at the back of the venue on the parking lot. And I remember someone was coming by, and they kind of were guessing we were going to do a show, and they were all like, "Are y'all a Christian band?" And it's like, no, not really, but it was obviously a very Christian band thing to do, like be like eating our food on the parking lot. Yeah, it was a little fun getting that
Oh my
question.
God. Not the accent, Lucas. Not the accent. Oh my goodness. Didn't see that one coming. A really cool thing about you too, which I think his album impacted a lot of people, but talk about how Dr. Dre, Dr. Dre, 2001, they hit you the same
Yeah,
way like they hit the world.
I mean, I grew up in a neighborhood, like a squatted community, like 34
Okay.
acres of like abandoned military base that was squatted in 1971, and I was born in 1988.
Okay.
So all the way up through my childhood, there was a lot of police raids. Like if I
Oh
smell
wow.
tear gas, that'll remind me of kindergarten and s'mores. Like
Oh wow.
it's and yeah, we had a lot of like I was never in a real fight, but I have like we were in riots with the police and stuff. And I guess the only difference between me and my friends who are still like criminals is that I was never caught. So listening to the NWA or Dr. Dre's album, like the way that life was being talked about just resonated more with me than say your average country music album.
Hmm.
And I think like yeah, I think anyone growing up in an impoverished, oppressed neighborhood or as a minority anywhere can relate to this harder type of music, telling real stories from real lives.
I mean, you just sharing that, I feel like that's something you're not going to find on Wikipedia. You sharing that, but seriously though, Lucas, it goes back to your songwriting. You sharing that now makes sense with 7 years. Now it makes sense with Wish You Were Here, because it's about friendships. It's about deeper meetings and connecting with people. And with that, I have a couple of questions from our listeners. It's become a new thing. They slide into my DMs when they find out I'm talking to certain people. So Rachel in Fort Mill has a question. What hobby did you pick up during quarantine that you still do? That I still do.
You still do.
I picked up a lot. I
don't know what I still do, because it was like I just started fixing things around the house. I did some cobbling in my yard. Like I put down like almost 3 metric tons of granite stones in like a corner of my yard that wasn't done yet.
Oh wow!
But I'm not still cobbling though.
And another question, Jessica from Charlotte. She wants to know, what do you like to do in your spare time? Like, I know you're traveling, you're writing songs, but what do you like to do that nobody would know?
I really like to find like a gym anywhere where I go, and I like to read. And then depending on the cities that I go to, I like to eat local food, and I like to go and see some like churches or architecture. Often, especially say when traveling Europe, if you go and see some of their cathedrals, you kind of get a sense of what this city has been, or the culture that you're visiting. And I mean, I think landmarks are a pretty cool thing to see, because some of these cities you might never pass them again, you know?
That's true.
And
that's very true.
It's one of the things for me, like, to travel is to live.
You did not own that quote. I'm stealing it. To travel is to live.
Yeah, no, it's H.C. Andersen, the guy who wrote like The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that to travel is to live.
Well, look, I learned something from Lukas Graham today, but I'm still going to steal it. To travel is to live.
And to eat other people's food. Like, I think you can taste a culture better than you can experience it, basically.
Or just go in a parking lot and just get some dry rub, and then just people think that Lukas Graham is setting up a barbecue stand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one day I'll just open up a smoke shop and just have my just like serve like brisket sandwiches and stuff. I'd enjoy myself.
Oh, I bet you would. Well, I can't wait for you to come back to Charlotte again. You got to have us when you get all that squared away. I know you're promoting your new single. You got to have us on the stop.
I definitely will. And then you recommend me the best barbecue spot in Charlotte, so I don't have to start cooking it up all by myself. You know?
I'm eating your food. That takes the fun of it. I'm eating your food.
It takes too much time. Madison, it takes too much time.
No, Lucas. The experience is having you cook it. That's the experience. We've been playing your new single. It is great with Khalid. I'm excited. 7 years is still one of my favorite songs. It's so deep. And I just can't wait. I just can't wait for more for you.
Thank you very much, Madison. It was, yeah. I just like writing songs. I think that's like my main passion in life. If no one was listening to them, I'd probably still be writing them. So
have you written for other people? Have you done like the Ryan Tedder thing yet? Or are you kind of like, I'm not really ready for that?
I haven't written a lot for other people. Like, I started wanting to become a songwriter, and then because of my vocal range, we didn't really have the connect to get the singers who could sing my songs. So I started releasing them myself, and here I am, more than a decade later, still just writing and singing them all by myself.
Well, that's not a bad thing either.
I'm definitely not complaining. No.
You don't have to fight or argue with anybody. But like, no, I want it done this way. You don't have to do any of that.
No, luckily. Maybe though, that's like the next step in my career, to like just write more for other people and spend more time with my kids. That would be nice.
Well, hey, you got a connection now with Ryan, and he can show you the ropes on how to get it done.
That would be great.
There you go. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pay it forward to another artist. Go, let me call my friend. And then you're going to have all these people under your network and catalog that you can just pull up. Like,
words of Rihanna, under my umbrella.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for talking with us, Lucas. We really do appreciate it. We're playing your song, Wish You Were Here, with Khalid. Thank you so much. And don't be a stranger, okay?
And thank you for taking the time, Madison.
All righty. Bye.
Bye.